Hi, my name is Michael Starrett. I'm with United HVAC Motors. This video is specifically for those of you that have never ordered from us before. This video will go over what's important, what to look for when purchasing a motor, and where to find this program code on the motor. No matter what type of air conditioner you have, whether it's an Amana, a Lennox, a Goodman, a Carrier, a Rudd, a Ruud, our motors will work for all of these, as long as you match up the correct model number on the motor, which also doubles as the program code on the motor. Why is it so important for us to have the proper model number from you? So there's 4 different types of motors that we sell. Of these 4 different types of motors, there's 4 different horsepowers. When you add up all the different variations, there's about 500 plus different variations. So just buying a motor from us based on what it looks like is not enough. This happens quite frequently in our company, that someone will see a motor that looks like theirs and they'll buy it. The motor will get to their house, they'll install it, and they'll immediately call us up and say, the motor doesn't work, it's broken. Our first question is always, did you match the model number up? And we get the same response every time. It's the same exact motor, it looks identical. Once we ask the customer to send us a picture of the model number of the motor, we instantly see that the customer ordered the wrong motor. The customer then has to return the motor to us, and then we ship them the motor. They get it, and it works. Now, at the end of the day, they do get a motor that works, and their system is up and going. But in this transition between sending them a motor, getting the motor back, sending them another motor, it puts the customer without air for about a week while we do this whole swell. So this is why it's so important that we have the model number. And a separate video, I will explain the 4 different variations of these motors and what makes them different. And I can also explain a little bit about the model numbers and what these model numbers mean. Now let's talk about you if you manage a apartment complex. What can you do to prepare? Now there's many different types of motors. If you're in an apartment complex, typically you have the same type of system and all of your units, and all of your units use the same air conditioner and has the same motor. Typically, apartment complexes will have 1/3 horsepower or 1/2 horsepower motors. In this case, it's possible to order many motors ahead of time, 5 or 10, and have them in stock. Now, when you have them in stock, as you need them, you have them available immediately. So, in order to know exactly which motor your systems use, you need to do a little bit of investigating. You need to open up one of your systems and look at the motor and figure out what it is. I'm about to show you how to do this so that you know which motors to buy and which motors to use to stock. So let's go ahead and open up inside an air handler. You have a squirrel cage that has a blower motor in it. The first thing you do is disconnect the blower motor. There'll be a couple screws up here that you go ahead and you take out so the squirrel cage will come out. The squirrel cage will come out in one piece. So on this particular motor, this one's actually pretty easy to see the model number. It's right here. The 5SME39 number is what type of motor this is. The HXL tells us this is a 1/2 horsepower motor, and the 015A tells us what the program code is on this. So most of these labels will be blocked by this belly band, so let me show you how to get this belly band off just in case the motor is being blocked. The first thing you do is you turn it around, and there'll be a set screw here on the shaft. Go ahead and loosen up that set screw. The next thing you want to do is loosen these 3 screws. Okay, once you have these 3 bolts taken out, you'll be able to pull this motor out. Now the next thing you need to do is loosen this belly band. And with the belly band loosened, you'll be able to take that, and you'll be able to see exactly which motor model number you need. So on this sticker, it has very important information. It's an X13 motor. There's a model number here, which is a GE model number, 5SME39HXL015A. Sometimes on this part of the motor where it says customer model number, there might be a different model number here. The 5SME39 number will always be here, but sometimes there's a second model number. The second model number is just for a different manufacturer like Carrier or Trane to use their part number. But at the end of the day, the GE part number is the most important one, and this is the one that you need to type in to get the exact motor that you need with the correct model number. So there's 3 easy steps to ordering a motor from us. Step number 1, identify your motor. Get that model number that's on your motor. Step number 2, head over to our website. Type that model number in our search bar and your motor will pop up. Step number 3, after you type your address in, it will go ahead and it will give you different shipping options. All the way from our free ground shipping to overnight shipping is available as well. So here on the bottom left, we created a QR code for you that will go directly to our website. You take your phone and you take the camera out and you go ahead and click on the QR code and it will go directly to our website. Now, in this search bar up here, you want to go ahead and you want to type in the model number of your motor. So let's start typing that motor number in. And if you give it a moment, it will pop up with some selections. Let's go ahead and click on the top one. Up pops GE Gentech X13 1/2 horsepower motor, and it gives this model number right here. It gives a few other model numbers that this motor is also known by. If your motor has any of these model numbers on it, this one will work for it. If you take a look at this and zoom in a little bit, you're going to see it has the same exact model number that this motor has. We want you to get exactly what you need to get up and running as quickly as possible. It's so important that you pick out the model on our website that matches your model. Anything else other than this exact model to replace this motor will not work. Please pay very close attention and order the exact motor that you need.